It's Stanley Cup playoff time where 16 teams compete for a certain trophy. And in terms of friendly bets, there's two main things. You do a bracket, you try to be right about who's going to win, or you just do a player pool. Well, how about something that adds a little twist? The Sportsnet Fantasy Hockey Pool Playoff Edition brought to you by Dodge Ram. You can sign up to play on sportsnet.ca, but how do you play? I'm glad you asked. Here's all you gotta do. You get to pick 12 players total, 6 per conference. But not just any players. You get 3 forwards, 2 defenders, and 1 goalie per conference. And with that information, you pick your round 1 roster. But you gotta hurry up because the deadline is April 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, who do I pick? It's tough. Do you go with your favorite players? Do you go with players who you think are gonna go far in the playoffs and stick with them? Do you go with players who had a really good regular season or guys who have a track record of performing in the playoffs? Oh, you know what would probably help if I told you how the scoring works? For forwards and defense, 1 point equals 1 point. A goal equals a point, an assist equals a point. Pretty simple stuff. For goalies, you get 2 points for a win and an additional point if it's a shutout. So if one of your goalies gets a shutout, you got yourself a 3-point night. Now we spice it up a little more though. You get 3 RAM-capable picks reserved for your most important players. So here's how that works. You get to select one of the players that you picked at each position. 1 forward, 1 defense, 1 goalie. And those are your favorites. They got your back. Because however many points your RAM-capable picks get, they get double the points. And now here's my team. Phil Kessel is my RAM-capable forward. After all, he is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. We got PK Subban as my RAM-capable defender. And you know, I'm big on the Preds this year. I think Pecorine is going to be my RAM-capable goalie. And I'm done. Oh wait, turns out I'm not done. Look at this. Each player is assigned a value, like a value of 1, a value of 2, 3, 4. The max value your team can have is 30. It's like a salary cap. The team I just showed you is at 39. I'm way over. All right, this took some time, but I got a new team. The Jets are full of young, underrated players who can score. Kyle Connor's available. How is Nikolai Ehlers only a 2? I replaced Philip Forsberg with Victor Arvidsson. I went from a 3 to a 2, so I saved a point there. And also, Pecorine was a 4, but Connor Hellebuck was available at a 3. In the East, goalie's the same, defense is the same, and Phil Kessel is still a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. Yes, I lost Austin Matthews, but I saved a point by getting his line mate, William Nylander, and then Kucherov was very expensive at a 4, but I got the very capable and underrated Yanni Gourde at a 2. It's tough because these pools are often won and lost by your sleepers, but because of the RAM-capable picks, you need your stars to perform. What if there's a tie? What if there's a tie? There's 2 tiebreaker questions. 1. How many games will be played in round 1 of the playoffs? And that's all series combined. 2. How many will be the most goals scored in a series by one team in round 1 of the playoffs? I think 48 games are going to be played in round 1. That's 6 games a series. I don't know, it's a cop-out. And for most goals scored in round 1, the Penguins scored 19 goals in 6 games against the Preds during the Stanley Cup Final. I'm going to go ahead and say 22. Maybe one of the series will be high scoring and go to 7. It's super easy to set up, but difficult to win. But you're not competing for nothing. There will be 30 winners who share more than $100,000 in prizes. First place overall, the grand prize, gets $25,000 in cash, a 6-month subscription to Sportsnet Now, and the all-new Ram 1500 truck. Yeah, buddy. Want to give it a shot? Think you got a better team than me? Show me. Sign up on sportsnet.ca. I'll even put a link down below in the description.